Yo guys, life update, what's happening, how everything's going after a year. Just yesterday I was supposed to post a video. I didn't because I came back from the boys. So I got right hooked with a migraine, right? Just 10 steps away from my bed was Nurofen. I decided not to take it because one, I was just too slack. I was in too much pain just to get up to get it. Even though that could have saved me and I could have posted that video that day, I also had that memory of Andrew Tate's video saying, when you're having a headache, just suck it up. And the funny thing is I wasn't dehydrated. Nothing to do with that. I think it was because of a cigar that I smoked. So, I was just suffering and it was pretty bad, I couldn't move. Like I could move, but it's not even the more that I moved. It was just better me staying still in like a fetal position, just trying to survive. And it went on for 2 hours. Imagine having a headache for 2 hours. I was trying to blow up your brain. Right, so that's what I had yesterday. This morning I woke up, I felt at peace, and weekends are usually the best for me just because it's more of a break off most things and I can just focus on the things I need to focus on, which is pretty good. I can dive more into it, but it's also hard because these are the days where you want to rest. The weekends are the days you want to rest, but you can't rest because you have more to do. So I just wanted to talk about today, life update with trading and how my mind's changed over the past year. Right. I think the level of consistency for what I do now has increased a lot, as well as the actions that I do every single day. As I just do a few things. You guys see me posting most of the time, and you see me always trying to trade when I can. Not all the time when there's no opportunity, but usually I'm getting better at trading when there is opportunity. So I always try to learn. I always try to teach you guys something. Not really teach you guys something, but you guys learn from my lessons, or you guys just watch the journey coming up. Right, so that's really what's been happening. And yeah, I'm starting to realize that success is easier than it is, but it's harder than it looks. So I think the real truth for success being hard is really just sticking to it. It's really just sticking to it, because some days you feel like not working at all. Some days you feel like not back testing at all. Some days you feel like just sleeping, drinking, smoking, whatever the case is. And I think if you don't have that mentality, you will fall victim to your rests. When in actuality, you don't need rest. People live without rest in certain situations because it's more of a habit than really working in that case. And yeah, I'm starting to think it's all in your mind, like I've been saying a bit. And yeah, that's what I've been realizing. I do this stuff not because I necessarily need to do it, but it's because it's become a habit for me. Even on my bad days, I try to get it done, and if not, I get it done tomorrow. So when I fall down, I always get back up and just do it again. I don't really try to stay down too long. And yeah, I'm trying to find my book as well. This is kind of all over the place, but I'm trying to find my book where I had my whole history of trading last year, and I'm pretty sure I started in May. So it's either I started in May or March or April. I'm pretty sure it's May. So it's been like almost a year, probably a full year now, of me trading, or a bit more. And I can say that I've had my first 3 profitable weeks. It wasn't as I expected, but it's somewhere. I'm finally out of that bitch. I could be going down in the gulag this week. That's how trading be like sometimes. Sometimes you're winning, sometimes you're losing. You will always lose, but you'll always win. And it just depends on if you're going to learn from your lessons and not let your demons kind of come in. Like if you lose a trade, what are you going to do after that? Are you going to drink yourself to death because you lost and you just can't handle the loss and you can't learn from your losses? Or are you going to be like, okay, I lost, how am I going to improve? Did price actually come up from here? Was this a valid area? You go through these certain things to go through, you analyze your trades so you understand what to do better next time. And that's what I've been doing a bit more. That could be separating me from the rest. Or I could still have a long way to go. Either way, I'm learning, I'm improving, and I'm just happy and grateful to be in this period, understanding that I am alive, number one. Number 2, I'm still on my path. I haven't stopped, which is a good thing. Some days are harder than others, but I still try to get the things I need to do done. And I think that's what everyone's struggling with, but you just have to remember, if you do it long enough, it's going to become a habit and it's going to feel like you just waking up. As soon as you wake up, you're ready to do the things you usually do, and you kind of just get into a cycle where you just get that shit done. And if you can't do that, guys, there are certain reasons for you not being able to complete what you need to do. One is usually environment. I've said this before. If you're in a bad environment, if people are smoking around you, if people are partying around you, then you're definitely going to get sucked in. Maybe not for the time being, because from my experience, I was, trying to focus, dive down into my craft, and there was a certain period of my life where people around me were doing certain things which weren't necessarily productive, and I held out for probably 4 to 5 months. As soon as I let that one little temptation in, it's always when you let that one little temptation in, it grabs you by the throat and you become a bitch, straight up. So in those situations, if you can't save yourself, relocate. 1. 2, it's just that you really don't want it enough and you have to change your mentality, or just literally go into an environment where people are working towards a incredible goal, or what people think is incredible. So that's another thing. Have gratitude, because I think you need to enjoy your time. You need to enjoy your journey. If your journey becomes harder to do, it means you just always have those days of where you just enjoy yourself, where you just, you kind of just celebrate your little wins or whatever the case is, just so that you're grateful and you have that energy to keep going in, because you'll start hating what you like doing, right? And that's what I kind of realized, that you can't be full-on Andrew Tate sort of style, and you can't go 24/7 grinding, because it's either you're not up to that stage right now and you can't handle that much stress without no pleasure, or whatever the case is, or it's just impossible. It's one or the other. So that's what I've kind of realized, guys. And yeah, today's a good day. Today's Sunday. Hope everyone's good. Hope everyone's chatted with the Lord, because the Lord is another main thing. If you have no Lord in your life, then you're kind of screwed from the very get-go. It doesn't matter if you make bread or not, because where are you going after? Going after, it's a big problem as well, especially having that relationship, because it makes the journey much easier, if I haven't said that as well. Because the Lord helps you when you're down, especially when you're losing. Just pray to the Lord. Once you do that, then you just feel much better, and you kind of feel like you've given all your anxiety to the Lord, especially when you cast it onto the Lord, which you can do, which you should do, actually, when you're in hard times, because, the Lord lifts up righteous people and he helps the people who are broken. So just a little bit of gems, which I've realized over the past time. There is more wisdom that I've learned over the past year, but it's more like instilled into me subconsciously, so I don't know how to tell you, but it'll just come up here and there. Like when I do something, I'm like, oh, okay, that's why I keep going, because I've been through that before, and I know that if I stop, I'm failing, but if I keep going, I'm improving, And yeah, just don't give up, guys. I'm still here after a year, and let's go. I'm ready for the next year. I'm ready for the year after that. Not going to give up until, I don't know. I actually don't know, to be honest. I got big dreams, got big goals, gotta keep going, can't really stop. Hope you're all having a good Sunday today, and I'll catch you guys probably on Monday. Alright, God bless you all.
Don't give up, because as soon as you do, you would have given up everything. And you is a beast. If you made it this far, subscribe, or you are gay.